This is the all-new 2015 Dodge Challenger. Now, you'd be forgiven for not noticing the differences because they really are quite subtle. Mission number one, don't screw up a good thing. People love the look of this car. So what the designers did on the outside is really look at the 1971 Challenger for inspiration. So some of the updates on the outside reflect that car. The inside is all new and fantastic, but it's what's under the hood that is getting a lot of attention for 2015. This car you can buy from mild all the way to wild, beyond wild. The base engine is a 3.6-liter V6, and roughly about 35% of people buy that. Then you have the Hemis, there's two of those. There's a 5.7 and a 6.4, but new is a 6.2-liter supercharged Hellcat, and it has 707 horsepower, and we're taking that to the track.
With the all-new 2015 Challenger, we're really looking to deliver one on the fun-to-drive aspect with the powertrains, everything from the award-winning 3.6 Pentastar all the way up to the all-new 6.2-liter Hemi Hellcat, which puts out 707 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. So again, we really think that this lineup is pretty comprehensive. We got a good value story all throughout the lineup, starting with the SXT. And the SXT Plus coming in at $32,995 delivers a great level of standard equipment, everything from 20-inch wheels, 8-speed transmissions, 8.4-inch touchscreens, 7-inch customizable clusters, leather heated and ventilated seats. So again, really giving consumers what they're looking for a fun-to-drive vehicle.
Now, we're going to the racetrack here in Portland to try out the new Challenger on the track, all different versions of it. But while we're going there, I'll tell you a little bit about this car. It comes with the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 that's used widely across the Chrysler range. This is an award-winning engine with 305 horsepower. That's your base engine, and that starts at just under $29,000, a lot of value there. Now, about 35% of the people buy that engine. A lot of people actually go for the Hemi, and there's two Hemis available. The 5.7-liter with 372 horsepower, and the car they gave us today, it has 485 horsepower. That's from the 6.4-liter V8 Hemi, and it is quite a machine. And we're driving the manual version, and what I like about it is how easy it is to drive. I can clearly remember way back in the day driving the original Challenger with a Hemi, and the transmission, the clutch, and the way it drove was so heavy, you had to be what I called, you can go back and watch the review, ham-fisted when you change gears. This one, the shifts are so short and so light, and the car has got so much torque that it's actually quite tractable in town, meaning you can be way down in the revs and just cruise along at low speeds. But when you want to, you take off, it has got loads of power. So that's the really nice thing about this car, is it really is a very good daily driver. Yeah, the suspension is quite firm. This is rolling on 20-inch wheels and tires, and I gotta tell you that it's pretty comfortable. For a high-performance car, it's not that bad at all. They modified the rear suspension to take all the power from that Hellcat that we're going to drive in just a few minutes, but overall it really is quite drivable. Now, the V6 comes with a standard 8-speed automatic transmission. If you want the manual, you got to go for the Hemi or the Hellcat, and those cars are available with an automatic, but they come with a different 8-speed automatic from the V6 models.
So for the 6.4, new for 2015, we've introduced the Dodge Scat Pack, Dodge Challenger Scat Pack, and it starts off at $45,995. So again, someone coming in and looking for fun to drive, powerful engine, we deliver it there. The 392 SRT starts off at $51,995, giving you a very, very, very nice interior on this vehicle, as well as large brakes come in standard with that one at 15.4 inches. So one of the hallmarks of the SRT brand is benchmark braking, and the vehicle delivers on that. And finally, at $63,995 is the most powerful muscle car, production muscle car ever made, and that's the Hemi Hellcat. So again, we're really excited about that vehicle coming to market. Tremendous performance vehicle, and again, very sinister looking in the taillights at this vehicle.
Now, some of the biggest changes for this all-new 2015 Challenger ended up on the inside, other than the powerful engines available, and that's a good thing. The previous model was very stark and simple, and they've gone to town on this one. You see around the dashboard application here, there's sort of brushed aluminum with the honeycomb effect, very similar to the Charger, and they've gone with the same information system that's available in many of the other Chrysler products. An available 8.4-inch Uconnect screen. This is available on most of these new Challengers. Only the base car comes with a 5-inch screen. Standard is the 7-inch TFT screen behind the cluster here that's customizable. And you see the dials. The dial inside a dial is very reminiscent of older Challenger cars. And all of that is controlled through a new steering wheel. This is the standard steering wheel. There's a thicker steering wheel available with the track pack versions. That same motif that's around the bezel here is also carried through in the center console. And the radio and heat controls are down here. At first I thought they might be kind of cumbersome because they're behind the shifter, but actually it works quite well. You'll notice the big ball shifter here with the 6-speed manual transmissions, and there's also an 8-speed automatic as standard equipment. Soft touch materials all around the inside of this car, so it's been brought up to 2015 standards. Oh, before we go, I should mention the Uconnect system that Chrysler has in their vehicles is one of the best. We've been on record talking about that many, many times. It's so quick and easy and simple to use, and a lot of other manufacturers could learn from Chrysler on how to do a very good infotainment system. The seats are kind of firm. They've got the RT ones in here and they're bolstered, and that's what you want when you're going to the track. The Hellcat was available for laps around the track, along with the less powerful but equally fun Challenger models.
Yeah, so the rest of these curbs, you go in there and get right up on them. So go ahead and get off on that curb right there. There you go.
The Hellcat is a huge step up in power from the other versions. It's a beast in a straight line, but it actually handles very well when driven with respect. You have to respect a car with 707 horsepower.
Yeah, so this is the bit to be careful right here. So shift between the cones, get up on those curbs.
Once the initial butterflies went away, this car is a blast to drive, and it's capable of handling this power. It surprised everyone.
Okay, so it's this next curb that we don't touch. Okay, so hands this way.
For straight line fun and a smoke show, nothing beats a blast down the drag strip.
From a standpoint of heritage, you know, the Challenger has a deep-rooted history for performance and legendary powertrain. So again, we're up in the bar a little bit here with 707 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. Extremely fun to drive as you're going to experience here today.
Well, a day at the track gives you helmet head and hat head. It's never a good look. But what does look good is this new 2015 Challenger. And thankfully, they didn't change the outside, because that's what's made this car so successful. And they have amazing resale value, the best in their class, which is reassuring for anybody looking at this car. So now you have the 3.6 on the bottom end, all the way up to the 6.2 supercharged with 707 horsepower and the Hellcat version. That's a lot going for it. What I'm most surprised is how easy this car is to drive on the street. The 6.4 liter and the Hellcat on the track is very predictable. Granted, we're in a controlled environment with professional race car drivers helping us around, but it really was impressive. So the Hellcat starting at roughly $64,000? Hell yeah.
To see an extended review of this segment, go to our website at drivingtelevision.com.